Hello everybody, welcome back to my beauty review series. I have the dog on my lap because he has just stolen 2 Japanesque brushes and eaten them, and I really needed them, so I'm quite cross and he's captive on my lap, aren't you? Anyway, you seem to really enjoy the first beauty reviews that I did, so I'm back with another one. 3 products. I only ever wanted them to be quite short and sweet, these videos. So 3 products, 1 very, very expensive, stop wriggling, 1 budget and 1 somewhere in the middle. Hope that you enjoy it. Let's get started. What do you reckon, Dexter? Do you want to review something? What would you review? Brushes. Now, I'm being quite serious when I say that if you get cross about prices or you are prone to getting a bee in your bonnet when things are extremely expensive, then seriously just skip through the first part of this video, because lots of people have asked me to talk about this and I felt quite awkward about talking about it because it's so expensive. It's the By Terry Terribly Donceless foundation, and I think this foundation is so beautiful, but it's so expensive. It's £75, and the Cover Expert, which is probably my favourite foundation of all time, that and the Sheer Expert, that is £45, which I did think was quite expensive at the time. However, £75 pretty much puts it as one of the most expensive foundations in the world. And the reason I felt awkward about it was because I knew that the first question would be, is it worth the money? And it's such a difficult question to answer because it's completely relative to how much money you have and how much money you want to spend on something or can afford to spend on something. Now really, the Cover Expert, I'm going to show you them on the skin. So this is the Donceless, and it's like a serum type foundation. I never use brushes for these because they're so expensive that I don't want to waste any in the brush. But also, as you can probably see, they apply so smoothly. It's just like the skin is being airbrushed. So this has a very light feel and a very smooth finish, and it's just very seamless and gorgeous. Let's see if I can do a half head of this and a half head of the other, shall we? And considering how light it is, it does an amazing job of covering stuff up. I mean, it really is quite a feat of formulation, this foundation, I think. Let's go in with a bit of Cover Expert. Now, I think that both of these are shade 8. They could be 7. The Cover Expert hasn't got so much of that light slipperiness. I do think actually that it's got perhaps slightly heavier coverage. I suppose what I'd say is that the Donceless has a more luxe feel going on. It really feels like you're getting a skin treatment and not using a foundation, if you know what I mean. But I think in terms of coverage and final effect, I mean, there's not a lot in it. They're both just absolutely beautiful. Now, after looking in my close-up mirror and having a nice little feel, I can tell you that this one has a kind of a smoother, more dry finish, so it feels more finished, almost like it's been very lightly powdered, and this one has a dewier feel, feels more plumptuous, I suppose. And you know what, there isn't a hell of a lot in it. I suppose the difference comes in what they've got inside, and this one is supposed to be more of a skincare, this is a serum at the same time, whereas this is makeup. So I don't know, it's a really difficult one. In terms of finish, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. Mind you, it's very difficult to compare 2 foundations on one face, I think, especially from the same brand and very premium, and both of them gorgeous. But what it does come down to, I think, is probably that this is more a skincare makeup hybrid, and the skincare from By Terry is really lovely, and this one is more makeup. So I don't know, I mean, to be honest, if you were going for that one, it's not exactly a poor second, it's an amazing luxury foundation. So both of them gorgeous, but I'm glad I've got that on film anyway, because I've been I've been trying to do that for ages because I've been using this a lot, and I have to say, genuinely, when this runs out, I will be going to Space NK and purchasing another one. I won't be using it as an everyday foundation. It will be a strictly for best only, but putting my money where my mouth is, I would buy that. So there we go. Next thing you'll be pleased to know is super dirt cheap, and that is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. Now, oh goodness, am I going to be able to find a brush to put this on with? This is one of the first products I ever wrote about on my website, and it's still a little bit of a favourite of mine. So it's got a really nice glow. This is 021 Sunlight. It seems to be the next one up that most people go for, which is Sun Glow. But I just think if you need something, a little bit of a bronzing fix, that this is a really good colour. You can build it up. As you can see, it just gives a really healthy glow. Doesn't cost the earth. So you could buy your By Terry foundation and everything else from Rimmel. See? Lovely. Just wanted to get that on film as well. I think these reviews are quite a nice way of getting before and after pictures as well for the website, which is very useful for people that like to read but don't like to watch. Lastly, we have a lipstick. Lots of people asking about this, which is the Estee Lauder Pure Envy. And I have a nude one here in Desirable. Sorry that both these beauty review videos have been with wet hair and very nude natural skin. I will do some eye stuff, but it's not really supposed to be a makeup look, it's just testing things out. It's live swatching. So these lipsticks are supposed to be really moisturising, give a very juicy, gorgeous finish, but non-sticky, not a gloss whatsoever, and very pigmented. I really like it, and I've been using this one a lot. It doesn't feel nourishing like a balm, but it feels juicy and it doesn't feel drying, and the colour does last really quite a long time. It's got good staying power. This one does feel like a very new and modern formula. It doesn't feel quite like anything that I've already tried. But I suppose that the benefit in this is that it's very lightweight feel and very gorgeous and kind of shiny, but it's not sticky and it's not a gloss, so it doesn't feel heavy or kind of sticky on the lips, if you get my drift with that one. So there we go. I'm filming this at 5:30, or it was 5:30, and as I've been filming, the sun has been going down, and so it's going to be an absolute nightmare to edit the colour balance on this. So I'm going to go now and hope that you found that useful. Please do give me suggestions for the next one, because I got a little bit stuck, because everyone was saying that they loved the video but didn't give me any suggestions. So feel free, suggest anything. It's better if it's makeup because we can see, see it going on. So yes, suggest and like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.